If you love anything with scales, that slithers, and is cold-blooded, the Repticon convention is for you.
Today we're at the Pasadena Repticon. This is our very first show in Pasadena, so it's kind of like an experiment to see if we could do more here. It's been a really great turnout. We've had a lot of people coming by. We've had a lot of crossover traffic with the Alien Con next door. But I mean, it looks like it's a great show. Reptiles are different than cats or dogs. They are more primal. There's just something about snakes and lizards, like just the way they move, the way they act. They're different, and that's intriguing. Lizards and snakes are able to come in much different sizes and colors and shapes than cats or dogs. I can get a little 3-inch lizard that's like bright blue, or I can get a 12-foot snake that's like red. Another allure to it is that you can get almost anything you want, specifically like color, size, anything. So it's much more accessible that way, I guess.
I am an avid herpetologist, which is somebody who loves frogs. I used to raise golden mantellas. I had a pixie frog, eyelash frog from Malaysia. I also used to raise chameleons from Madagascar. So I was fortunate that I was actually able to get a male and female pair, and I was actually able to breed them and raise and hatch the eggs. I would say most of the reptiles that they sell here are very friendly. They're not going to bite you. They're not going to attack you, especially the chameleons. I mean, they live in the trees and they have no natural predators. And so I've never had one even hiss at me or try to bite me. They're just beautiful creatures that like to live in trees, and you got to make sure they get their UV light and feed them lots of crickets and worms to keep them happy. As far as frogs go, those are much more temperamental and not for like the beginner reptile enthusiast, especially if you go for the poison arrow frogs. Because they need to be kept at a very specific temperature and humidity. And then you have to deal with growing your own flightless fruit flies to feed them. So you don't want those getting loose in your house and breeding. My son has bought a bearded dragon, and they are amazing. They have such personality, and they really latch onto you as their owner. I would say for a beginner reptile enthusiast, definitely that's a great lizard to get. I also think if you deal with issues with anxiety, having a bearded dragon is very good as whether they call them therapy pets or service animals, because they'll pretty much go with you anywhere, and you can just pet them, and that kind of helps people with anxiety to calm down. Chameleons aren't good. They don't like being taken around a lot of places. Those are more just to look at. But bearded dragons make excellent service pets. And I just like frogs because I think they're so cute and adorable, and I get really excited when they're making their frog sounds because then I know that I've made them happy. So they're very happy in their aquariums.
A lot of people believe that snakes and lizards are dangerous and scary and slimy and stuff. They're really not. They're really misunderstood. You should be cautious of all animals. You shouldn't be scared of any animals. And a lot of snakes and lizards are gorgeous, beautiful animals that are really interesting to look at. And like just to see how they behave and how they move. And it's just something that I wish a lot more people would be open to.